What's up, my friends? This is Jonas here in Peru, and right behind me is an ancient megalithic site called Ollantaytambo. In this video, I want to show you exactly why there is no conventional explanation for the mysteries of this site. It is truly incredible because it's so advanced and such an engineering enigma how they move these massive stones literally from the other side of the valley. And again, this just raises all kinds of fascinating questions about lost ancient knowledge, lost ancient technology, even lost civilizations, missing chapters from our understanding of history that I believe is a key to the evolution and awakening of humankind. It is super windy here today, so please bear with me, but really excited for this video, so let's get started. Okay, so looking down at this site, we can see these really amazing terraces that have been geoengineered into the side of this steep hill. Pretty incredible work. This is definitely the work of the Incan civilization, and it's really amazing, but this isn't the true mystery of the site. The true mystery of the site lies further up that way, further up the hill, and I'll show you what I mean. In the meantime, here we have this pretty incredible stone wall that has this characteristic, like weird polygonal stonework with all these irregular shaped blocks and laser precision in these joins of these walls, As well, we have these sort of characteristic stone knobs or protrusions that, I think are just completely unexplained. But yeah, this is kind of just the beginning of the mysterious elements here at Ollantaytambo. So let's keep going forward, show you what I mean. Once again, town of Ollantaytambo down there. Really stunningly beautiful landscape. Absolutely love it here. Again, sorry about the wind. What can you do? Okay, so walking up, we're at the Temple of the Sun. And my friends, this is a true enigma. If we just think for ourselves for a second, how did they get these stone blocks on top of a mountain? You can see some people there for scale. So each one of these stones, there's 6 of them, weigh well in excess of 50 tons. Again, they've been cut and, let me show you, fit together with these very bizarre shapes and an extreme degree of precision. More of these weird kind of knobs or protrusions. 6 rocks that have been joined together with these lines of mini rocks. I'd say this is probably like 15 feet in height. Look at the size of these stones. Craziness. So this stone is pink granite, which is an extremely hard stone that today we cut with, diamond tipped drills and saws. Extremely hard stone. The question is, how did an ancient people, and you can see like an interesting design on the stone here, how did the Incans, who were a Bronze Age civilization, cut and quarry this stone? But that's just the beginning of the mystery, because it gets even more incredible when I tell you where these stones came from. The answer is all the way over there. Top of that mountain is the quarry for this particular kind of granite stone that we see here and kind of scattered throughout the rest of this site here. It's hard to get a sense of scale. The quarry there is more than 1 mile in height of elevation above where I am right now. It's also 2 miles in distance across a valley. So what you see here is that these stones have been quarried, moved down a mountain, across a river. There's a river down there where that line of trees are. Across the valley, 2 miles in distance, and then back up an incredibly steep hill by supposedly a primitive people. There is no conventional explanation for this. If you just think for yourself and just ask, how was any of this accomplished, and why? And just, strewn all around this site, all these amazing and bizarrely shaped stone blocks everywhere you look, scattered around. And here we can see more of the very weird but super intentional ways that they cut into this stone. The purpose and function is completely unknown. This is one of the most bizarre and largest stones here. We've got a series of them. The shape and function of them is very, very weird. But as I mentioned earlier, right, we see these multiple layers or tiers of construction. Clearly this site was recycled, re-inhabited, renovated on many, many occasions. And what we can observe is that these stones on top are of lesser craftsmanship. So again, this is a clear indication of people who came later, built on top of an older structure, had lesser ability, lesser knowledge, lesser craftsmanship. Somehow, this is a visual depiction of lost knowledge, of lost technology. However that happened, it's a complete mystery, but somehow it did. The conventional explanation is that all of these three different types of construction that we see here is all attributed to the Incas. I mean, does that really make sense? Clearly not, if you ask me. The conventional explanation, it's all attributed to the Incas, and they essentially got tired of using these large megalithic blocks and switched over to using these stones. I mean, does that really compute in your brain? Because for me, it's sort of nonsensical. So from this view, we can see very clearly at least three different styles of construction here at this one site. We've got this polygonal masonry. We've got this work here, which I believe is the Incan work. And then we've got these large, huge rose granite blocks. It makes absolutely no sense that whoever was responsible for building those stones down there, those constructions, would then go on to make this. Two completely different styles, and this is clearly of a lesser sophistication, built by a less advanced people. As brilliant as the Incans were, I think that they re-inhabited this site and did not make these giant stone blocks that are scattered around Ollantaytambo. Interesting shapes and cuts into the rock. See how straight that is, how flat that is? I mean, again, today, something like this is only possible using diamond-tipped saws. So I ask yet again, how was this accomplished? Both the cutting, the moving, the lifting of these stones over this mountainous, gorgeous terrain. It's all very mysterious, very unexplained, and again, raises many, many questions about the true history of this site. So I will just say again, for me, it is very clear that the Incas did inhabit this site and created all kinds of structures around it. I'm sure they saw this as an incredibly, sacred, powerful power place. These terraces, Incan work. But there is this megalithic core that, if you ask me, 1,000% predated the Incans, was made by super advanced beings, people, using unknown means. And this is the question: who were these builders? How did they do this? This could rewrite our entire understanding of the history of humankind. The implications here are incredibly, incredibly profound. And if it is the case that we need to rewrite history, think about how much we can learn about our true place in the cosmos, about our potential, about our capacities, and not only that, but about how to live in more harmony. I believe all these questions go together. And this is why I say that this is all part of the evolution of humankind, is to ask these deep questions about our true origins, about the true history of life on Earth, and open our minds to a much, much bigger, more incredible, more mysterious reality. So thanks for joining me on this little adventure. What an amazing place here. See you back here very soon. Peace.